Oh, we will shall have and keep going. So we have paragraph 50. So first I will read the root text and then read the commentary. Then I will explain a little bit. Everybody find paragraph 50. And so Yamantaka spin round with great power, the will of sharp weapons of good actions now three times turning it round in your wrathful-like aspect. Your legs are apart from the two grades of truth, with your eyes blazing open for wisdom and merit. So Yamantaka is the highest yoga tantra. So Yamantaka is there are 4 different types of tantrics: action, performing, yoga, and highest yoga tantra. So Yamantaka belongs to the highest yoga tantra. And the Yamantaka is the manifestation of the Manjushri. Manjushri is peaceful and Yamantaka is wrathful deities. So because of highest yoga tantra, so Yamantaka, highest yoga tantra, we need to practice 2 stages, developing stages and completing stages. So developing stages means try to control our ordinary appearance and ordinary grasping. So when we practice developing stage, we will be able to destroy our ordinary appearance and ordinary grasping. So whatever appears to our mind at the moment is ordinary, and we always grasp. But whenever we see, we smell, we taste, everything basis on the appearance of the grasping. So when we are able to visualize Yamantaka, transform yourself to Yamantaka, and then generate what we call virtual pride. Virtual pride is not ordinary pride. Ordinary pride is I'm high, deluded mind, But that virtual pride is kind of like, I'm really that deity, at the moment. My body is, right now my body is ordinary body, so I can transform my body to Yamantaka. So your body is not ordinary body, So that's what we call virtual pride. I'm really, right now my body is not ordinary body, my body is Yamantaka. So that will able to subdue ordinary appearance. If you are Yamantaka, there's no ordinary appearance. Right? If you are ordinary person, all appearance is ordinary. If you transform yourself to Yamantaka, there's no ordinary appearance. You understand what I'm saying? So that's mainly, in the highest yoga tantra, we need to practice, try to develop. Developing stage means try to subdue ordinary appearance, ordinary grasping. And completing stage, then that means then we are trying to achieve non-joy bliss, emptiness, non-joy bliss. So that non-joy bliss is, so we are able to practice wind, channel, and drop, and then through practicing this completing this stage, we will be able to slowly send our through. We have three main channels, right? Center channel, right, left channel. So we are right now, every time we are breathing, we are not sending our breathing into the central channel. So through practice, you will open this central channel, and right and left will go to the central channel. And then once you open the central channel, then you feel kind of like bliss, non-joy bliss. That bliss, realize emptiness. It's non-joy bliss, emptiness. So the purpose of practicing developing stages, so it means like we have clear light body, illusory body. Combine these together, and you become enlightenment in the future. So anyway, this is just briefly briefly as yoga tantra. You need practice developing stage and completing stage. In Yamataka, Yamataka, two grades of the truth, right? Which is the conventional truth and ultimate truth. So conventional truth is Buddhist the mind. Ultimate truth is wisdom realizing emptiness. We combination these two truths, we will be able to clear our mind and achieve enlightenment in the future, right? So number 51, pairing your fangs of the four great opponents. They were the four or cruel selfish concern with your powerful mantra of cherishing others, demolish his enemy looking within, right? Looking, right? So this is there are four fangs, right? Not scaring for it's fangs to defeat the enemies. So there we have two great enemies. One enemy is what we call the self-judging mind. Other enemy is grasping mind. These two. These are the two greatest enemies. Right? Self-judging mind is enemy to achieve the conventional Buddhist mind. Grasping mind is enemy to achieve the ultimate reality mind, right? So therefore, Yamindaga four fangs is not scaring for us, but telling us to practice, to apply the four opponents, right? To apply the four opponents, right? Four opponents. So it means that telling us to practice these two, conventional Buddhist mind and ultimate Buddhist mind. So when we talk about conventional Buddhist mind, so when we talk about Buddhist mind, means it's the mind of enlightenment, mind which desire to achieve enlightenment. So that's the primary mind. And then it go with the two aspirations. Aspirations are mental factor. We have primary mind and mental factor. Primary mind means man mind. Mental factor means coming from the mind. So we have 51 mental factors. One man mind. Bodhicitta is primary mind, man mind. Man mind which desire to achieve enlightenment. And then this mind goes with two aspirations. Aspirations for oneself, aspirations for others. So these two aspirations are mental factor. They are not primary mind. Understand what I'm saying? man mind, and then after man mind, mental factor. So bodhicitta mind always focus on your man mind is focusing on sentient being to achieve enlightenment, and so in order to achieve enlightenment, you need two aspirations: aspirations for oneself and aspirations for others. So aspirations for others are all sentient beings, are the object of bodhicitta mind. So that's other. Aspirations for oneself want to achieve enlightenment through benefacting sentient beings. These are two aspirations. So this is the meaning of bodhicitta mind. Whenever you say bodhicitta mind, main mind, primary mind, focusing it to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of other sentient beings. In order to achieve that mind, you need two aspirations. Aspirations for oneself, enlightenment, aspirations for others, all sentient beings. Because of these all sentient beings, give you opportunity to practice six perfection and whatever, and then you become enlightenment. So that's the definition of bodhicitta mind. So bodhicitta mind. So when we say bodhicitta mind, so it two lineage coming from India. One is coming from the Indian master Asanga, so that practice six codes and the bodhicitta mind. The one is coming from Shanti Devas and like Dharmarakshira, which is who composed this text. Dharmarakshira, Indian Dharmarakshira is Indonesian master. Bharabhadra, there's a Dharmarakshira temple. So now Atisha went to receive bodhicitta mind teaching from India for 12 months on the ferry or boat. During that time, it will take 12 months to get Indonesia. And he stayed there for 12 years, studying fully from the Dharmarakshita, and they went back to India and then back to Tibet in the 11th century. So that's how he brings this teaching to Tibet. So anyway, another lineage is exchanging oneself to others. Bodhicitta mind is much more powerful than the previous bodhicitta mind. So this Dharmarakshita, Atisha, all the Shantideva practice, exchanging. So we need to understand 5 points here. So we're talking about bodhicitta mind, like exchanging oneself to others. So there are 5 points. You and other are same. Number one. Number two, and you're thinking many disadvantage of the self-judging mind. Number three, you're thinking many advantage of judging others. And number four, then you're actual practicing exchanging oneself to other, actual. And number five, so you're practicing giving and taking meditation for the breathing exercise. So these are 5 points you have to understand. So first is that you and others are same. We're not saying we are physically same. Physically, we are all different. Some are short, some are long, white, black. Physical, we are not talking about that one. Me and others are same means we are talking about mental level. Mental level, we all are same. No matter who, human being, animal, doesn't matter. No matter who you are, mental level, we all want happiness. Do not want pain and suffering. We don't want any slightest suffering. We want happiness more and more. So that is exactly same for every being. This is what uh, me and other are same. It's the real meaning means same mental attitude, wanting more happiness, do not want any pain and suffering. So all and anybody who are feeling is exactly same mental attitude. So me and others are same means from the mental viewpoint, we all are same. Nobody want pain, suffering. So once you understand this one, right, this level, you get you build me and others are same means wanting happiness, do not want suffering. So then, if you understand good about this first stage, so you build a little bit foundation to practice second levels of bodhicitta mind. And then you think, so now you have to think, second point is thinking many disadvantage of the self-judging mind. So self-judging mind, so that means you have to think that from ordinary perspective, we have ordinary sickness. It's like we can cure the ordinary sickness. You can go to see the good doctor, good medication. You will be able to cure the ordinary sickness. But this talking about sickness is not like ordinary sickness. It's like sickness in the mind. It's just mind sickness. So mental sickness. So that self-judging mind is not ordinary sickness. It is sickness like chronic disease. So once you have chronic disease, you have all kinds of problems coming one after one, never end. So, so that means thinking many disadvantage of the self-judging mind. That first you have to think self-judging mind is like chronic disease. Because of self-judging, self-centered attitude, mind will first plant the plenty negative seeds. Number one. Number two, number two, once you plant the negative seeds, so then they will invite you the result. Result is pain, suffering, cause and condition. Because self-judging mind plant negative seeds and then invite the result of negative seed, which is pain, suffering, problem, whatever problem you are having because of the self-judging mind. So therefore, you can see disadvantage of self-judging mind, right? So you have to use that. Many Indian masters use three things, right? Subject, action, and object. Subject, action, and object. Subject, you are the subject. Action means your work, your caring for others, right? And object is other sentient beings or other people. So you cannot complete the action if there's no object, right? Subject you, object your action, caring for others. No, sorry, action is your caring for others. Object is other people. So you cannot complete your work if there's no object. So you should use all this reason, all this logic. Then this will help you to understand the disadvantage of self-judging mind. So whatever you do, you have subject, whatever you do, work in your daily life, you have subject, you have action, you have object, all the time. If there is no subject, no object, no action, you cannot complete any job, you know what I mean? So therefore, you use this kind of reason, then this will help you to understand disadvantage of self-judging mind. Then you see the self-judging mind is, and you will see, for ordinary perspective, if you have enemy, you will always blame the enemies. I haven't done any wrong, all done by others, right? But if you understand disadvantage of the self-judging mind, then you will not blame all your problem to others, but you can blame to the self-judging mind. The self-judging mind always credit, and that plant the seed and inward the result. If there's no self-judging mind, no result. If they're judging for others, good result. If they was judging self-centered attitude, bad result. Anyway, we can see very clear, like if you are very selfish, you feel lonely, nobody, you know what I mean. So that means thinking, and also you have to think about there are many quotations about Buddha in the sutra, like the Buddha is like us from the beginning, like ordinary, and then he start practicing this Bodhicitta mind and wisdom realizing emptiness, and then become enlightenment. Buddha has no problem, no enemy, nothing like, because Buddha practiced judging for others many times. So similarly, so that's you have to think that number two, many disadvantages of self-judging mind. Once you realize this, then you move to the judging for others. Judging for others. So that means you're taking care for others on the basis of loving kindness. Right? So you realize judging for others bring you good seed and bring you good result. To do this, you need to practice meditation. Meditation, thinking all this. First, self and other are same. Thinking many disadvantage of the self-judging, advantage of others. But practicing analytical meditation, then you will be able to recognize that judging for others key factor to achieve bodhicitta mind, to realize bodhicitta mind. Like without judging for others, no bodhicitta mind. Like bodhicitta mind coming from judging for others. As I mentioned before, remember, aspirations for others, aspirations for oneself. Oneself want enlightenment, but need aspirations for others. Without others, there's no aspiration for oneself to achieve enlightenment. So you realize this is very important. You know what I mean? You're not looking for the, how can I say, you're not looking for the ordinary, temporary, ordinary happiness. So you're looking for lasting, long-lasting happiness. You know what I mean? Everybody wants long-lasting happiness. Nobody wants suffering. So therefore, judging for others, then you realize when you cherish for others, it's just like practicing two things, like removing bad karmas and accumulating merit. Two things. Removing bad seeds and accumulating good karma. With combination of these two, it's just like, for example, like if you plant the crops, you need watering and fertilizing. When you have water and fertilizing, crops better and good crops. So similarly, practicing removing obstacles and accumulating merit too, like fertilizing the watering, will achieve, understand, judging in order to practice Bodhicitta mind, we need to cherish other mind. So once you have good understanding, third one, then you the fourth actual practice of judging for others. So that means you have clear understanding of self and other and same, thinking many disadvantage of the self-judging mind, many advantage of judging mind. Now I have all this instruction, I decide switch off that my mental attitude. Switch off means till now I cherish for myself, me, nothing bring happiness. Now I will switch that off, cherish more for others. So that you switch off, you make decisions because of you have all the instruction about previous three and make decision. Now I can switch off that one. Charging more for others. Before charging more for yourself, then now charging more for others than me. Then switch off that. So once you do this practice, then you can practice Tonglen, giving and taking meditation. It's breathing exercise. So generally speaking, we are breathing 72,000 per day, every day. We are according to Sutra, we are breathing 72,000 per day. Exhale, inhale, 72,000 per day. So all our breathings are ordinary breathing. Exhale, inhale. We can transpose that exhale, inhale into the breathing of the practice, which means Tonglen, giving and taking meditation. Exhale, inhale, Tonglen. So mental is loving kindness and compassion. So when you are giving, loving kindness, taking on the basis of compassion, exhale, inhale, 72,000 is not usually all our breathing, when we are not thinking, all our breathing is ordinary breathing, 72,000 ordinary breathing. But when you have all these instructions, right? Exhale, inhale, giving love, taking with the compassion, and it became your ordinary breathing transformed into the breathing of the practice of meditation. So that's how you have to practice. Okay, now I'll read next one. Fifty 52, right? Yeah. Frantically running through like tangled jungle. We are chased by sharp weapons of the wrong we have done. Returning upon us, we are cut off center. This sly, deadly, violent, selfish in us, deceiving ourselves and all others, as well as capture him, furious Yamanta. Someone like this enemy bring him forth now. So this we are talking about enemy, always we are not talking about external enemy. External enemy, but this enemy, when we are talking about this enemy, stay in our mind permanently. That's what we're talking about. Permanently. External enemy is very temporary. When object there, enemy there, it not last long. If you are angry, not angry for 24 hours. If you have jealousy, not 24 hours. Whatever afflictive emotion is very temporary, right? But this enemy we are talking about here is internal enemy, which is self-judging mind and grasping mind. It's permanently staying here, 24 hours. So therefore, we have to recognize what is the real enemy, external enemy or internal enemy. If you use the logic, without internal enemy, there is no external enemy. Right? If you have no grasping, no self-judging mind, you have no enemy. All are your friends. Because of self-judging mind and grasping mind, so we have, oh, this is my enemy, this is my friend, this is a stranger, I don't like this person, I like this person. There's the discrimination. So emotions are changing, right? So that's why Wheel of Sharp Weapon is kind of like mind training, right? Mind training. Train your mind. So when we talk of training our mind, it means we are training our mental mind, not eye, ear, nose, tongue. These are very unreliable. These are fluctuating all the time. You see, you smell, you taste, whatever. These are very unreliable, changing all the time. But once you focus on the mental level, and try to control your mind, then things are getting better. Something happened, that something bad happened, maybe not like shaky. Something good happened, you are not like too much excited, but you remain normal. Yeah. So when we talk about training the mind, means we are training our mental mind. Mental mind. So mental mind is key. So training mental mind means we use tools, mindfulness and introspection. Be mindful, introspection, analyze. These two go together. Mindfulness, and if you have no introspection, then no control your mind. Your mind become very agitated, very destructive. Once you use these two, mindfulness, introspection, then in your daily life, so much better. When you are speaking, or when you are talking, or when you are thinking, am I speaking right or wrong, thinking right or wrong, whatever, mindful there, introspection always checking. And then this will slowly change your mind. And your mind become more stable, more firm. Then that's mind training means, training mind. Not training all this eye, ear, nose, tongue, no. Don't intend this, right? These are, we can't rely on the eye consciousness, ear, nose, tongue, We have to rely on the exalted wisdom mental consciousness. Do not rely on the ordinary mind. Relying on exalted wisdom mind, intelligent mind, used with the mindfulness, introspection, mind become more intelligent, and so you have less problem. Whatever happened in the world or whatever, not disturb your mind. What? Not good news in the mind in the world. But whatever, this. When we talk about the mind training, it means you focusing on the mental mind, and using mindfulness introspection. That's how you train your mind. And that's mind will bring a more stable, firm. When the mind becomes more stable, firm, then you have less problem, less pain, less suffering. You don't take other people's suffering for yourself. You just analyze the problem, analyze the reality. Reality. So reality. That's why we talk about grasping mind. Then no reality. When the grasping mind, we don't see the reality. Reality is beyond. And the grasping mind and self, they are just like two faces mind. We think self-judging, oh, we're helping, but in fact, no, we're disturbed. Grasping mind, oh, grasping mind, good, but no. Two faces mind. So we don't see the reality. Once we have these two minds, we see always two things. In mind, always appears two things. But it's not true. It's a mistaken mind. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the. Okay, now we leave here maybe.